Hello and welcome to this week's edition of Community Watch. I am coming your way from the Nsawam Edwedri municipality, specifically in a community called Asikabew. And there are a number of key challenges which are really affecting residents. The headmaster of the Asikabew Basic School has been engaging me for several weeks. Finally, we are here to highlight their challenges. Also, the district chief executive, that's Isaac Boabing, is also on his way to the community today to then meet with the community elders, opinion leaders here, to then engage on the community's challenges. So eventually, after having an introductory conversation with the elders of the community here, who are here flanking me left and right, we'll be moving into an auditorium to then listen in or watch how the conversation, the stakeholder dialogue with the community members will turn out to be. So please relax as we take you on this journey here in Esikabew in the eastern region. Gentlemen, you are welcome.
Thank you.
But where are the women? Where are the ladies? At least I came here with Rosemary Koko Anyigba. They are around.
Yeah, they are around.
Okay. I'm sure that eventually when we enter the meeting point, the auditorium, will be seeing many women right there. Currently, I can see them and some other men putting their place in order. So I have with me the Ebusia Penying and also Siahini, the Mbrantihini, the youth leader, and then the head teacher, and then secretary for the school. So I have the core stakeholders to then engage. But I'll be coming or spending some time with the Ebusia Penying, but I briefly want to engage the head teacher who invited the team here. I'm wondering, very young, heading a school, you should be focused on the work for which you've been brought into the community. So why the need to be calling, messaging, please come to Asikabew, please come to Asikabew? Here we are. Why? What moved you to invite us?
You see, the first time I was posted to this school, the first day, the water that the children drank, you see the water they were drinking, I was wondering, what water? Where are you going to drink the water? Put up by. And they say, they started laughing at me. So I follow up to where the source of the water. That day, I was down. I say, hey, is it the water that they are drinking? And they drank it lovely. And in fact, it pushed me. So I started looking for avenues so that I will get people to come and also look at this. And if any philanthropist, any well-meaning Ghanaian that should help us through, then they will come.
So you shared video of the children, the school pupils drinking from the stream with me.
And because I know the causes of drinking those water. It's, they use their eyes to see. Trachoma, you can get amoebiasis, that's traveler's diarrhea, and even hepatitis A. You can also get it through this drinking. If the children are not in good health, then my work here is in vain. So I have to see to it that the children drink good water. They are healthy. They are healthy for the academic work to go on. Yes, that's my main focus.
Okay. Thank you very much. I now turn to Ebusia Penying. That's the family head or the clan head overseeing this community, Asikabew. Elder, welcome.
Thank you very much.
Right behind us is a problem, a challenge. This was meant to bring relief to your people, but it's become a white elephant, stagnant. Tell us more about this project.
Well, thank you very much. I think I was here with great pain about the toilet issues. We sent it to DC and a lot of people to help us, even including another prayer. they help. They said they will.
So Frank Anodompre, Honorable, is the Member of Parliament for the Nsawam Eduedri constituency.
We are here, then they came and trying to tell us they need a place to prepare the toilet for us, and then we try our best to give us this place. Even some of our aunties and brothers, the place that they are doing a lot of things or building, or they can do better things here, and then they push down to give it because the town is very big town, so they need the toilet. You can stay this big town like this and without toilet, I think it's very pity. So we try our best to get it. So after they prepare, as we see how they end it, as at now, we are waiting for them. Lucky that we are here too. We announced that you will help us to tell everybody, including government and everybody, to open their eyes to Asikabew. I cannot say we all in MPP, but a lot of population for him is for them, 100% for him, because as Don Press knows, we get a lot. If the area here was going, let him down, we cannot let him down. We push him into high. So they should come and help us. I'm Ebusiapenyin Edujemfi.
Ebusiapenyin Edujemfi from Ebri. Okay, Ebri Kronti. And Ebusiapenyin for Afabing. All right, thank you very much. We are moving now from here to the meeting grounds to then witness how the meeting will turn out. Already I can see that some of the residents are entering, and the car of the DC is also parked. He's already settled at the front. So let's join them and then see how this meeting will turn out. This is Community Watch on Metro TV. With me, Gabriel Newbodai Togba Sean, Rosemary Kokwa Anyigba, and Richard Adote Alote. Continue watching.
Aproa mashasi eye aha na edikan eye otukwadwo ne nimpesu aso nyina ne esra wo nyina nsa na mafi aha de akọ baabi a mesan akobiem nti ye baya ne aha mun nyina munka na aban so ye nhwe de ye betuma aye den aye munti e na ye wo ho
ohawde ya wo bi pa ohawde ya wo bi se yakase ye ni ohawa na ye boa ye wo bi pa na yan hawa edikan aya yen school dan JHS na ewa ha no wo ma beside na mum na sese wie peye no awie peye ye dem kwala na bem ye nimia bia na sese nkwala na ye den e de bem anka hokra na enya mpemfo no na eba anka nkwala no from primary to pieces for no one anka woba yi na so sanse na dan ni mu city no emu no nhyara nye papa sa ni nti mofra ne de want to be control won wo de bebro on ma wo pie kura uhum enti ama ye den penfo no ya den about enti yes na bo say yes school down no get fun na AC yes re ohu get fun for no wo wie ma yen esanse ye ka ye hwe me hwe mre ya wo de school down e besi wo na mfirisi ansia mu na ye wi ye nim ye bisase a yes contractor no wadwane wa ye sei eye ma so twetwe kakra nti yes ronable oni achi ma yen na school down no ento se anka meka ni yempo a anka school fu no bebuye school no na anka o ma wie school down na man na anka yen ani beje.
Right, so the first core challenge is mentioned is that the school block of the community isn't in the best of state. That's the Asikabew Methodist Junior High School. It also includes a primary school. It has no windows, and as a result, the unfavorable weather condition doesn't create a congenial atmosphere for effective teaching and learning.
Yedi obio eye yenga teacher for a wode on be kromia. Esane se adanya wo kromia na nye portable nti. Eni nti wo mo ba na wo kase wo mo ntena ha. Wo hwa ne bia na wo se ye pe ha. Be bia ko ibiti otukwadwo, ibiti Nsawam, na wo mo twakwan. Ti yesro na bo se wɔnhwɛ na wɔmɛma yɛn teachers quarters ɛwɔ ha ifi sɛ yɛwɔ dan bi ɛwɔ kwan yi so a ɔno na bo nankasa yɛde no bɛkɔ no akɔ akɔhwehwɛ NDC for na esi sɛ school dan no emfi bebree akanwere mu hɔ adankwai ti yɛsrɛ ne sɛ wɔabɛyi am sɛ yɛaka ho asɛm pɛn akyerɛ wɔn ɔmɛhwɛ na nka wɔn na n'ani na nka wɔn fa nyɛ teachers quarters mfa nyɛ dan ɛma yɛn na teacherfoɔ no ntu mɛtenam na wɔn kyerɛ yɛn ma nade na ɛma teacherfoɔ hu kakra nso ɛntɔ mmɔfra no so ɛwɔ kurom yɛ ama nti yɛsrɛ no yɛn ha wa ɛtɔ so abien.
The second challenge is related to the first that he mentioned, that this is a remote area, and as a result, when teachers are posted, they don't have a place to stay and they are compelled to live far away from the community or from the school. And as a result, it doesn't really encourage effective teaching and learning in the school. So they have a school block that has been abandoned for years. It's also yet another project by government, but it's been left at the lintel level. So they are hoping that the authorities, local authority as well as the central government, will commit resources to convert this school block project into an accommodation to then host the teachers, to bring them closer to the pupils they are training. They feel that the presence of the teachers will bring much discipline, and then they are able to turn up in school timely to then maximize the contact hours in the schools.
Let also abiesa eye yenge jawnan kurumia yenge jawnan bia shara sombo akamfo ka ba ku bia wose wo frɛ ne sei atonko eno kura ne sese yeni bi nyame nchade am se abanhya asese obeye ejawnan ne bi ono a chief na dawroma wo ma ye pass ase ma won abebo bi asi yem park na no ha ya apem yehuni ti yehuni nan yehuni a erekoba se wo ya ma yen se enkoso bieu eresiwo yesro na na wa ba besra yen ye de ye pese owia onfo da ni nkohwe na okwa na obefa so a sa authority no wo be wie e de ama yen no wo wie ma yen na yen soso yenya ba bi nya o yen nan yen hawa eto so miensano no.
The third challenge is to have public toilet facility provided for the community. And earlier, before we came over for this meeting, the Ebusiapenyin, the family head, had referred us to a public toilet that government was constructing, which looks almost complete but has been abandoned. So they are appealing that the toilet facility is completed.
Ohawa eto so anan am say yen abel for kwanso aba teteno ne ye kan house number teteno na wo kan house number efie bia woni number nti ukoye na agira hye ukoye obri bia na wabo media A6 media A2 media A1 ene abanga da horo ma am say won ayi sade na fi o wo se bibi digitalization o se de ben aba postal address yang we say on abobia from patam ye nyina asiti Esikabew kro kwa de ekamako ye se wo twa agyaw na no bi ne yatete ho hwiro ma bi se wo se wo ba anti ye modawuru ye bo ho dawuru nyina ye hwe wo manima ogongon ama ye sre honorable say se wo koye obri bia wo nkura sa de ni bia wo mo mpese wo be ye dan wo be ye ama ho enti meka ne ye pa ye na ye no ma even ye register ye nsimi ye kita number ni bia de ye nyina ye nkrofo de meka ne ya ye fake enye real one because ye ni bi nti nkrofo de na ye fem ne ye de aiden ye de ye ne sa esan se one fem anya won so on register o se no enye den e ma yes honorable se na ya wa ba be sere na hwie oma yen soso yen sanka yen chefa na enye pepepe.
The fourth challenge, as the Mrantihini is outlining, is that they want digital addresses. Recently, it's been a flagship initiative by government where all households, residencies are being marked and giving addresses. It helps in effective planning. So he was mentioning that currently there is mobile SIM card re-registration, where everyone across the country owning mobile phones have been encouraged to then register their SIM cards, and there is a deadline attached to this exercise. They don't have addresses, so they've had to fall on people from elsewhere to then use their addresses to register, to re-register their SIM cards, and it's not the best. It's not the best. So they are appealing to government to then do so, to provide them with the addresses to be able to transact businesses and also fulfill some obligations.
Ohawa eto so enum eye yensu. Yensu ayenom ha emwayen. Yen pipe ayebu akra eno so asai. Yentimi ye enwo ka ne sobro yenso. Ti akasi wonti Yesu samde aye dene amayen. Ti so honorable. Say ena awanya be say ye de yenya akwanya. Water is life. Nti say ni ensu a je de so beti yenkan na ye nyina ye wu. Ti yesre no o ma ye wu. Enimanim ye onpa kwa obefa so a ensu no yensa betumi akabi na yenso anya ensu anom ya yoma papa. Yen hawa eto so enumnen.
The fifth challenge is water scarcity. They say that residents are compelled to fetch water from a stream, and it doesn't look cool. It doesn't look cool. Before we started this program, the head teacher led us, together with the Mrantihini, led us to the waterfront. And moments ago, you were seeing the Mrantihini drinking from the water, as well as Emmanuel, one of the 8 in the community who is assisting us here. And it's not the best at all. So we are appealing that the Nsawam Edredri District Chief Executive and the Member of Parliament and other benevolent organizations will partner to ensure that they drill boreholes for the community so they get potable water.
Niato so asia yam primary school no ebra wo mo besi wie no yisigi for be chin light no kwasem nyame anim wo chin light ni nanka wo so chin light ni wie ma yan iye nanka ohaw bia ni wo branch light ni wo de one pole pe na esi ho nti ni aka yare twi ko school num nyina ye bia ye twafi bush e wo ha etini bu na light na bo ho na hwefem gba obekọ na abobo na aye yenka saade ne nso aye yen adoso abibri yesro na bo se ohun yi sigi fo mayen na wo mayen post na wo fan light na ewie peye.
The seed challenge is light poles. They want electricity extended to the community. They have electricity, but because there aren't poles to connect and ensure that the penetration becomes intense or that electricity reaches every part of the community, they've been able to come up with makeshift poles, and it looks dangerous. Just have a look at what you see now.
And that was a computer, and they say more frano. Wow, young our phone pa. Woman need computer and be woman need touch ya, woman need share the any idea. I am not quite swama. Who was school, who needs school, what about an over top? And he has honorable say, yes, school for no laptop on be. And he do be obetimide ababe boyen. Esrano, young how no farm boy.
The final point they are mentioning is that they don't have ICT lab. They want their children to have access to laptops, to have access to computers. All too soon, the meeting between the municipal chief executive and residents of Asikabew community has come to an end, and I was enthused about how eager the residents were to share their concerns and readiness to then collaborate to ensure that their challenges are addressed. It's over. I have with me here the municipal chief executive to respond to the concerns raised. So I noted about 11 concerns or challenges by the residents. Key one centers on education about the state of their school block, which to them isn't in the best of state. I saw a teacher's bungalow and how to provide some resources for the pupils. Honorable, what's your feedback on this?
We, as an assembly, what we have to do is to tackle it one after the other. We can't. Rome was not built in a day. We are going to take it one after the other. First, the need for teachers' quarters is paramount in terms of education, because they commute from Nsawam and Otukwajo, which is far distance, and we are going to make it possible to change that facility. They have an existing project which is long overdue. So I and my team will come and assess it. They will write to get fund so that we can able to change that facility to teachers' quarters. In a community like this, they have 3 6-unit classrooms, but one has been there for 16, 17 years now, and we want to change it to teachers' quarters. And I know they will listen to our pride, and we'll do that for them. So all what they have raised.
They also mentioned about the school, which is right behind us, not complete.
Yes, it's not complete. You know, project is not. I would say if the fund is there, they will print. But the raise fund, government raise fund as to how the certificate is being raised. When they raise a certificate, then government also gives the contractors money. So we are going to write. It's also a get fund project. We are also going to write to get fund to come to their aid, because they have roofed the school. They said they are left with the screening and the windows, and they also need IT center, which is also good and very important, necessary for the student. Now we are in a digital era and electronics era. So when they are going to write exams, they write with the people who have the same ICT facility. So it's needful, and we are going to do that.
They commended you for the road. You know, despite the challenges, they acknowledge that when it comes to opening up their community to link up with others, you've done really, really well. But they also mentioned someone or a developer who from time to time, his activities then end up making the road deteriorated. But moving on from there, as they appear to be relatively okay with the road, they mentioned water scarcity and also light poles and school park. These 3, how are you going to address them?
Yeah, light poles, they said they need 2. And so when I get to the office, quickly I'll write to ECG to alert them the situation over here in terms of electricity extension. And then the road facility to those who are deteriorating the facility, we are going to write to them to put a stop to that. And the water facility they are having existing water facility, but it's not coming as usual. So it's a sign of a maintenance. They need a maintenance from us, which we are going to attend to all those grievances raised.
One issue they mentioned, which I found really interesting, is how government acquires lands for development, and then in the long run they abandon the projects. So they are now requiring that you should purchase lands, so that if you start a project and you end up not continuing or abandoning it, then it becomes government's loss. How come in this area, the other time the neighboring community, Otukwajo, had several projects abandoned, and it appears it's not limited to Otukwajo, but also here in Asikabew. Why would government start projects and then halfway through abandon them?
Yeah, what I would tell them that we beg them for releasing land for development. Without them, we can't develop alone. So what we have to do is to facilitate, to complete the projects which are left behind. That is what I can tell them now.
Thank you very much for addressing this issue. Quickly before you go, about this initiative, they commended you having left the office, not limiting your work to only the offices, but coming down to their community and engaging them. What informed this decision?
Yeah, as a chief executive, you need not to be at the office all the time. What we have to do is to go to the people. It's the people who will tell us their problem. You can't be there. When you are in the office, you will not know their plight. That is why I thought of it was that I have to tour all the municipality, every community, to listen to them, to listen to their worries, their problems, so that I can address it one after the other.
We say the children are our future leaders. So if we can protect them now, what future do you have a future? So please, I know we have a lot of people watching this on YouTube, on TV, DSTV. They are ready to invest their money. So it's good if they can come around and come and help us, so that they will relieve me too. It's a very big challenge on my heart, especially seeing these children drinking this water. The school, we are on vacation, like you will see things for yourself. So all mini Ghanaians, government cannot do it alone. So please come and do and give us a mega water project. Thank you very much, and God bless you all.
Amen. And Rosemary Koko-Anyigba is joining me as we wrap up and to share her experience coming over to Esikabew community. And she's been doing the Community Watch program with me. How's the journey been?
It's been tiring.
I know, as usual, but yet fulfilling when you are meeting people, listening to their concerns, and listening as you look through their eyes, how passionate they are, how concerned they are, just wanting the best for their community, wanting the best for their people. The Ebusuapanyin has so many duties, had to leave Ebri all the way to the community. So to Esikabew to share some of the concerns with us. So it's fulfilling when they share their concerns and eventually they are addressed. What's your take?
That's very, very true. I must applaud the ed teacher, because sometimes when ed teachers or teachers are being sent to such communities without social amenities, they tend to ask for relocation because it becomes very difficult for them to survive. For him to still stay on and to ensure that he gets the best for the children, it's very, very commendable. So I thank him, and I'm hoping that just as he has pleaded with the people watching us, NGOs, philanthropists, they should all come on board to support them so that we see the best interest for the community and for the children as well.
And for the children as well. Putting children first, that's what is enshrined in the World Fit for Children document by the United Nations. Also, when we look at the Children's Act 560 and the United Nations Convention on the Rights of the Children, it says that, look, the best interest of the children should always be paramount. But not only the children, but virtually everyone. Basic amenities should be guaranteed, should be what everyone should have access to. Water, toilet facilities, schools, electricity, computers. These things should be basic. So it's our expectation that with this stakeholder engagement having taken place, it's laudable, I must state, but we must ensure that it doesn't become a talk shop, that in few weeks' time, in few months' time, when we meet up again, together with the Ebusuapanyin, the Osiahini, the Mrantihini, the head teacher, the secretary of the communities committee, and others, we should be able to count our blessings in the project. So thank you for watching. If you also have a related challenge in your community, please invite the team via 0241 431035. 0241 431035. Special thanks to my team, Rosemary Koko-Anyigba, Richard Adote Alote, Isaac Ejay, and Joseph Frimpong, and also to the members of the community and their elders. They've received us warmly and well. We shall make Esikabew our second home. Or Rosie?
Very true.
Okay, bye-bye, and bless you too.